Welcome one and all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Breadcrumbs Project. Yes. It's Friday. Here we are. We made it to the end of the week. And we're still alive. No CMEs took us out. None of the big EMPs that came from the sun, which are CMEs, have done any noticeable damage to humans, but we are more agitated and our vibration, of course, is much higher. But we're aware of this. We're part of the Breadcrumbs Project. We're not your average, random, non-thinking human being. We've been red-pilled and we're happy and we're Friday and we're going with this. Hi, everyone. Welcome. It's been quite a week. It's been quite a month. It's been quite a year, huh? 2020, you mischievous minx, you. And be sure that we ask Partha when is actually the beginning of the age of Aquarius. What is the date? Because unknown to me, I thought the 21st was a set date for the beginning of the age of Aquarius. But we have dissension amongst the troops. Thankfully, we have a fully qualified master astrologer who knows exactly how to read the zodiac. So that will be number one question that I have for Partha this evening is when is the beginning of the age of Aquarius? I can take that up a little bit farther. All right, can y'all hear me okay? Excellent. Yeah, I've been working on my sound issues and hopefully I sound closer. I don't sound as far away. #21st May what? Age of Aquarius? Are it already started? No one tells me anything. All right, Partha's got to settle this. Is any of this information? Well, we'll just ask Partha himself. We're at the new norm. The Great Awakening's happening. Every day, someone in the United States is taking a red pill and moving forward with their lives. It's an amazing thing. Just haven't seen anybody that's gone from the red pill to the blue pill, but every day more and more people are coming over to the red pill, taking the red pill. And it's just common sense and example leads you to this situation. So we have Chaz, Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone in Seattle. Finally, man, the revolution started. Yes! Goodbye, old boss. All right, store owner, we need money to protect you, and we need money to do the services that it takes to do whatever they do to do this street stuff. All right? Electricity, pay your bill. We don't know anything about electricity. Just pay your damn bill. What about water? Pay your water bill. It's a city service. What cities? City. This is the autonomous zone, man. Just give us some money to protect you. Won't rough you up, man. Come on. I want to ask us about electricity and sanitation. Fuck. Don't you know anything about the revolution? Dude, man. Ese. It's a revolution. Just give us some money to protect you so we can eat and pay our light bill and our iPhone bill. Ese. It's a revolution. Oh no, Epic, you are absolutely you're wrong. You're equating the people of the revolution with hippies and whatever, unwashed. No. These people do bathe and bathe often. They bathe in their mother's house or their parents' house or some relative that they're leasing from. Leasing from where they don't have to pay rent. No, these are well cared for, and you look at them, they bathe pretty regularly. Never been to a gym. They're pasty, they're soft, but they're well bathed. These Antifa and Black Lives Matter types. They wear the latest hoodie fashions. Their sneaker gear is, top game. No, these are people of means. They are not the unwashed masses anymore, and that's why this is so incredible and different, but yet the same. Say hello to the new boss is just like the old boss. Dumbasses. Just because you're in charge doesn't mean anything changes, right? Man, when I'm in charge, and when the struggle, when the workers' rights take over, you're going to see a different world. No, people still have to eat. People still poop. Kids have to be entertained. Kids have to be educated. People have to eat several times a day. They have to bathe. They have to have product. They have to have gear. They have to have blah, blah, blah. And no leftist understands anything about an economy. They just understand they're selfish, they have needs, and they take their needs and put it across the needs of everybody in the world. And as long as I get what I need from the system, then everybody's going to get what they need from the system. Because what I need is basically what everybody needs. If I don't need that, nobody else needs that. Man, think about it, Andrew. Come on, man. If Mayor Bill de Blasio was your dad, you'd be fucked up too, man. I'd be taking all kind of stuff. Because you can't get a normal job because you haven't been raised worth a damn. You're not employable. Your dad's got a good income, so you got to stay on his tit. So what do you do, huh? Yeah, I'd be a load, man. Absolutely. Yeah, mostly middle class, children middle class. They're not middle class people with jobs. They're dependent on middle class. These are a bunch of dependents, man. Look at them. Look at them. They either have minimum wage jobs with no hope of advancing because America is generating a massive amount of unemployable people. That's the story. The educational system has been cranking out unemployable human beings for the last 30 years. And it's something that I saw and talked about often with my friends, especially when I was in college. When I was in college, I was getting a degree in marketing and finance. I was going to be a successful business guy. Either that, or I was just going to work hard. I didn't have the understanding of how to be an engineer or anything of the cool things that I am now. Thank God the marketplace allowed me to understand that I'm an engineer. But man, the minute I graduated from college, got my degree in marketing and finance, I looked at the job landscape and I said, holy shit, I don't want to be in business. I don't want to be in marketing. I don't want to be in finance. Oh my God. Now that I understand finance, No, I don't want to be in that. I want to be in computers. Well, not computers. I want to be in telephone systems. I want to be in technology. I want to be able to walk into an office and fix anything. I don't want to work there. I just want to fix this stuff, be a hero, and leave. By the way, that is the topic of our discussions with Partha and Angel tonight is the hero's journey. Again, this is an ancient tale, and it's very neatly tied into the law of one. So tonight's presentation is going to be fantastic. My brain said, I thought it was Friday. I thought we had it the night off, you know, Sabbath and all that stuff. I'm like, no. Long time till sundown. You still have work to do. My brain went, fuck, all right, man. That's just a lot. Like, I know it's a lot. Do your job. All right, fine. Yeah, generation of snowflakes. Completely unemployable human beings. You know, I came out, I like to work. It's just the way I was. And I am, and I always will be. I just like working. But if you do something you love, it's not a job. It's not work, you see? That's why you do a little bit of sacrifice on the front end, so you just have a great life on the back end. So, you know, that's not what half of the people I was in college with. No, three-quarters of the people I was in college with came out generally unemployable, without any ambition whatsoever, without a clue as to what they were going to do after graduation. You know, I was asking because in college I was already successful, had many small businesses. I'm just a go-getter, and I was already very successful in the political field, locally in the city where I was going to college, and in the parish and regionally. I was establishing myself quite strongly in the political arena, and after graduation I even went further. But I also, while I was in the political arena, I knew I was a statesman. That wasn't really going to be my career unless I went to D.C. and got into, you know, the dream jobs there, which turned out to be nightmare jobs. And, you know, that kind of is the way life is. But yeah, most of the people that were in college with me were just doing it because it was the next thing after high school. No ambition. Half of them already were thinking that the system was against them, and I mean, they just had no idea on how to get a job, interview, look at want ads. They've just gone to high school, and then their parents put them in college, and they've just been put in college, and they've been raised to be children. See? That's what Generation Snowflake is. They've been raised to be children, so they're adult children. They weren't raised to be adults. And probably I would be just like that if my mom and dad couldn't afford to send me to college. Things happen. I feel bad for my parents, but thankfully it happened, and I had to go to the Army, the U.S. Army, to pay for college. I became an adult in 3 months, man. Boot camp will teach you all about adulting. So when I hit college at 21, of age to drink, with money, and able to be responsible for myself, I was way ahead of the guys that were in college. I was in college with. I was like, oh man, this is not going to end well. And then generation after generation after generation, I was seeing the next generation have to come behind me, and it's just got worse and worse and worse. So yeah, we've raised children. You know, they didn't have to work in high school. Nobody's worked at McDonald's. They didn't have to work their way through college. And the people that work their way through college aren't going to the big universities. They're going to mid-level universities so they can advance well and work well and not have to pay an exorbitant tuition fee. And then those are the people that come out and are successful in the workplace. Most people that are going through Ivy League schools right now, they're supporting these Antifa types, these milk toast, pasty Antifa. Yeah, bunch of codependents. Working at McDonald's, the way McDonald's used to be, was the best training in the whole world, man. They taught you about customer service. They taught you about, self-pride, self-discipline, structure, getting to work on time, getting to work ready to work. Those summertime jobs and those fast food gigs were training grounds for that. That's not an embarrassing thing. But this is the Great Awakening. This is all part of the Great Awakening. Once you see this, you can't see it any other way. And we are just advancing very quickly. $6.75 an hour. Oh, I remember that minimum wage number. I really do remember that minimum wage number. $6.75. That's awesome. Yeah. It teaches you everything. Yeah, McDonald's worker get 10 pound, which is basically $14 an hour, $15 an hour, and they're miserable and they give you crappy service. They know nothing about self-discipline and structure. Tabitha, I'm sorry your internet's giving you a hard time. I'm pumping out good signal over here. So I'm not getting any errors and I'm not seeing any drops. And so Partha is going to talk to us about the astrological relationship of the hero's journey, and Angel is going to give us a great lecture and a great lesson on the hero's journey. And this is, as I keep saying, a lot of information to take in. A lot. So, another bug bite. Oh, look at that. Ow. Ow. Yeah, you don't have to work that hard either. But pretty soon, all those McDonald's gigs are going to be taken over by robots and machines. It's already happening in the States. The robot can make a much better burger than a human being. We had a great time today, by the way, guys. I don't know if you were here in the morning. I was DJing, and we were rocking out, having a great time. Kelly had asked for some 70s music. By the time I got back online, I think she was gone, but we rocked out. We did a little bit of Floyd. We did some Zeppelin. We did some Counting Crows, and then Epic ratted us out. Told YouTube we were playing copyrighted material, and then I got a warning saying, hey, if you don't stop playing that copyrighted material, we are going to interrupt your YouTube streaming temporarily. So we went back to non-copyrighted material. That good old clearing of history. I'll tell you what, in Louisiana, especially southeast Louisiana, because we're around New Orleans, we're centered around New Orleans, so New Orleans, cooking is a competitive sport. My grandma can cook way better than your grandma. What'd you just say? You talking about my grandma? You talking about my grandma's cooking? You ever try grandma's etouffee? All right then. No, I mean your grandma's got good etouffee, but no. She ain't like my grandma etouffee. My grandma's roux is World famous. Yeah, no, it's so if you work in the restaurant industry, especially the high-end restaurant industry in Louisiana and New Orleans especially, I mean that's very competitive for those jobs, and that's great pride to work in the restaurant industry in Louisiana. Um, very, 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 very sought after careers because you become world famous. You know, once you work in one of the high-end restaurants, Commander's Palace, if you work at the Windsor Court, which is the five-star hotel there, if you work at any of the Brennan's restaurants, Emerald, Emerald, bam! He started out, he was a Commander's Palace chef when he became famous. So when you become one of those high-end New Orleans restaurant famous, you're cooking for, Billy Joel, Chris Plant. I mean, just anybody that's famous. You do a private dinner for, and so I've heard just amazing, incredible stories from people that work in the restaurant industry, and they have time with stars. One of my very dearest friends, who's since passed away, used to be used to park the cars, a valet. He used to park the cars at this high-end hotel called the Windsor Court, and so that's where all the really rich people stay in New Orleans, because it's an incredible hotel, man, incredible. And the first thing he'd do when he parked, one of these fancy cars, Maseratis, Rolls Royces, Mercedes Benz, where everything was just high end. He'd check all the compartments to see where the weed was, and he said 80% of the time, rich people have a stash of something somewhere, so he always would do that. If they had a lot, he'd pinch something. If not, he just get the thrill of knowing it, and then he would sometimes get to talk to a lot of these celebrities. He said the biggest jerk of all was Van Damme, the martial arts guy, who just now for this plastic surgery is almost unrecognizable. He said he was the biggest ass ever. Biggest ass. And then I always, whenever, somebody touched him like that, and somebody that that first person, I watched Van Damme's movies after that. I was like, he does look like a jerk, doesn't he? He never comes off well in the interviews. So never watched his movies again. How's everybody doing? Epic, Nemesis, CJ. CJ, it's pretty cool that you got to listen to and download all that music from that Sony vice president, or Sony president, I think he said. It's kind of cool to be on the inside of those kind of things. That's funny. So anyways, yeah, we had a great time. We were rocking some music, and just discussing the state of the day. Nowadays, we have 2 to 3 different cloud covers. It's just so incredible. A lot of us have headaches or pressure feelings, and then the ringing in the ears. We talked about that this morning for a little bit. I had a ringing in the ear around 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's just the right ear, and it was just super strong, high pitched frequency, and then it stopped. And then Captain Realist said, I had it just a little while ago, right ear also. And 3 other people just chimed in. Me too, me too, me too. So all of this is being generated. We see it clearly in, let's see how our Schumann is doing. It's been fascinating getting to know the Schumann. Resonance tool. Let's see. Wow. So, I mean, it's just busy, man. I looked at I watched a couple of videos from Wage's World from earlier last year, from February of last year, and watched some of his videos having to do with the Schumann. And first of all, I mean, the one video I saw had just a super crazy active time. And he said he just never saw anything like that, you know, spikes here and there, not even as major as these, but, you know, just like little spikes like this were present. But the 7.9 frequency of humans is much stronger and tighter than it was February of 2019. And then the beginning of the frequency of ascension, 13 hertz, is becoming ever present and ever stronger. And then we have these big old whiteouts that are happening with great frequency and repetitiveness. Let's see, 12, so 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So yeah, the spikes are coming roughly every 20 hours or so. But there's regular repetitivity of these giant spikes where it goes wide out. And then there's these ever-present dots that come and go, and they are just super strong frequencies of a certain nature. And those are, I say, those are the FRBs. Fast radio bursts that we've been experiencing coming from space. So that's what we're seeing. That's basically what's happening in our world right now. And the raise of frequency is generating so much intensity, and this intensity is just in everyday present human beings. You no longer can be in the middle of something. You know, this whole Floyd thing, where this guy resisted arrest and was responsible for his own death. Well, it has the entire world divided. Someone brought it up to me last Friday night while we were having wines, and I was explaining, look, this is generated by a group called Antifa and Black Lives Matter, and it's just these protesters are paid for, and this is all a radical operation. And then someone yelled, "This is not a radical operation. This was murder." And I was like, look, this is happening in the big cities. 90% of America is fine. They know what happened. They recognize that this guy resisted arrest. You resist arrest, you're going to either get hurt or you can go as far as getting killed. But you're going to get arrested, man. Stop it. Let the system do its thing. You cannot get away with resisting arrest. If people succeed in resisting arrest, then the whole system collapses, because your worst of the worst are the ones that are going to be resisting arrest. An intoxicated soccer mom is not going to resist arrest. A middle management guy, domestic violence is not going to resist arrest. But a big, huge, strong ox of a human being that could be under the influence of something is going to resist arrest and make it difficult. And it has to be understood, listen, if you're going to resist arrest, you're going to get hurt, and chances are you're going to get killed. So, I was trying to explain that to the people that I was with. No, man, they were just yelling at me and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, blah. And if I was an American, I'd be in the street too. Every American should be protesting this, and they should be burning that country down for that black man. Whoa. And I was like, in my head, I was thinking, none of you guys have been to the United States of America. Y'all are Spaniards here. You don't know anything about the cultures and everything about America. All y'all are talking out of turn, but of course they do, because they're fed by the Spanish media, which, if you think the American mainstream media is off the fucking rails insane, wait till you get a load of the European media. The European media and reality will never meet. They are on two different paths entirely. Everything that is in the European media has a political slant. So you have the same news as we have in America and being reported in two different ways entirely. Same screen, two different movies. So most of your young heads full of mush are blue pillars. And the Antifa people are a bunch of snowflakes. And for the most part, the BLM people are angry, unemployable people that they're happy they're getting a paycheck from George Soros and any anti-American agitator. There's some things I'm so glad that I've been around money. I've done very well at times in my life and become very financially successful. And it changes me. It changes the things I do. I'd probably be into colon cleansing too if I had money and was around those circles. Colon cleansing is just the most powerful and the best thing you could ever do for yourself. You just feel so refreshed. But then you become a philosopher. You become a little bit jaded, and you become someone that questions everything and then starts doing research, and then you find out the worst thing you can do for your body is a colon cleansing, and that to maintain the flora of the intestine is difficult enough as it is with our current diets that we have in the West. So there, a lot of people you find out happen that they're having eating and intestinal issues is that they don't have enough flora and bacteria to do proper digestion of food, because the bacteria in your gut are all part. Yeah, you got bacteria in your gut there. You got stuff that is alive and consuming what you consume, and they are able to break it down into a way that the body can absorb it through its very thick and rough intestinal wall. Like we don't take a piece of meat and that piece of meat kind of gets smaller and smaller and enters our intestinal wall as a piece of meat. No, everything that goes to our intestinal system is broken down into component systems that can be transported in the blood and transported in different systems. So meat doesn't go into our body as meat. It goes into as proteins, as natural proteins. Synthesized sugar spikes our blood system, and we become diabetic for a while that sugar's in our system, and then we've reprogrammed our system throughout the day that, well, we've already had our energy, so most of what we have coming in is going to be stored as fat. So that's how people that have high sugar diets and even medium sugar diets become obese, is just that little bit of sugar, and then what they consume for the rest of the day isn't digested properly. It's all digested and stored as fat. Yeah, bacteria controls your behavior, your stomach. Your gut has a lot to do with your brain. And that's one of the reasons that yoga is so healthy for you, because yoga is actually a very cleansing process. And I can't wait to do my yoga tomorrow. Yoga, it is a process that's designed to clean out your glands, to cleanse yourself, to purify yourself, and to prepare yourself for meditation. Yeah, Elon Musk. You know, you have to have ambition, and you have to be ruthless in the execution of your ambition if you're going to be playing with the big dogs, because the big dogs don't like new dogs on the block. So Elion, who is old time, considered one of the older people of Silicon Valley, because he has several businesses that he started that caused him to launch to where he is now. All death starts in the gut. Lovely, Nemesis. Yeah, that's the thing. Most of the protesters, they're not ideologues. They're just in it to have a good time. They're just out to get out, do a little looting, do a little partying, bust some shit up. But they're not in it. They're not committing themselves to any political solutions. They're not committing themselves to a government of any kind. And they're going to be pissed with the lack of police coverage, because lawlessness doesn't stop at the border. Yeah, they're not down for the struggle. Most protesters, I mean, they'll chant stuff, on a weekend, but during the weekdays, for the most part, they've got school, they've got everything. And there's a great story of this type of execution of political ideals. It repeats itself over and over again in America nowadays, and it is a cancer to anything it touches. So there's a college called Evergreen College, and the whole woke movement took that college over, and it's just left it a shambles of an educational institution. What's worse is that that political movement brought such light on how this Evergreen College did its studies and awarded degrees, that the general public had no idea. They thought, a college degree from Evergreen College is as good as a college degree as any other college. And they found out kids didn't really have to go to class, they didn't really have to do anything. That spelling really never counted in any kind of their papers that they had to do, because correct spelling is racist, it's a form of the patriarchy. So correct spelling wasn't really necessary, just as long as the word kind of sounded right, then you got close to it. Don't be a racist. And so people figure out that these people that they were hiring from Evergreen College as college educated students, university students, weren't literate. They couldn't read, they couldn't write. They wrote as they texted. you know, G8, which is great. No, you have to spell it out. Oh, you're part of the patriarchy too, aren't you, Mr. Boss Man? No, I'm your boss. I've hired you to do a job. Please do the job I hired you for. That's just the patriarchy. You're just a racist. I'll see you in court. Is Partha in there? Let's see. I'm not listening.
Hi, Charles.
Yes, Partha is in there. All right. So we're just waiting for Angel. Let me.
Yeah.
Thanks for noticing that. Hello, Partha.
Hi, Charles. Are you able to hear me?
Yes. Hear you perfectly.
Okay. Let's wait for Angel. She would start the presentation, I guess.
Yay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing good, Charles.
And you've been busy?
Yeah, actually quite busy. As I said, I know I've been working non-stop since 60 days. Every day it has been like 12 hours, 14-hour weekday. And all. But topics are also so interesting. So wanted to, do it on a weekday.
Well, we appreciate it. We very, very much appreciate it. Let's bring you into the picture here. And yeah, there's just been so much stuff happening every day that's just, it's overwhelming.
True.
The news cycles aren't like they used to be. And while we wait for Angel, one of the things that's happened is the weather is just different everywhere and not the same like it used to be. A lot of people are having heat waves, massive heat waves, massive cold spells, and again, the sun's behavior and the sun and the moon's locations are just interesting. Ooh, Partha, we do have a good question for you. I'm about to sneeze. When does the age of Aquarius start?
Age of Aquarius?
Yes.
Okay, so as I said, as per the Mayan calendar, it was supposed to start on 21st December 2012. Now what happened was 21st December 2012, it did not start because it has to start according to the Ethiopian calendar and not the regular Gregorian calendar, as I was telling you last time. So when I looked up Ethiopian calendar, it was saying that 2012 started only on September 12, 2019. So our 2019 is their September, 2012. Something like that. So we have to probably wait till September then, at least, for the age of Aquarius to start. Because only when 2012 ends, 2012 December 21, right? That's what the original Mayan prophecy was. So if you take that as Ethiopian calendar and not the regular Gregorian calendar, then I guess it will be this year September 11. But for me, age of Aquarius starts only when I see the living waters, like in the end of the movie Mad Max. Something drastic, something mega, something major has to happen. It's not like, you still see these world governments and you still see, torture, trauma. Those kind of things are still there. Then I don't think it is age of Aquarius. We're still in the end of age of Pisces.
But isn't the age of Aquarius determined by the astrological calendar? The precession of the
astrological calendar. That is what I'm saying.
Of the constellations.
Yes, of course. In fact, last time, if you remember my presentation, I said that 25,900 year cycle. It is of course a zodiacal cycle. So each zodiac is 2,160 years. So the experts, they said that cycle is ending on December 21st, 2012. But the problem is 2012 of our Gregorian calendar is incorrect. So recently I discovered that it is the Ethiopian calendar which we have to follow, not the Gregorian calendar. So as per Ethiopian calendar, it is coming in September. And I see the signs. I mean, if there's something drastic has to happen, like say living waters, because that is what is Aquarius, right? Aquarius is not Pisces. Pisces is ocean, releases dogma, a lot of things. So the first thing that we will notice in age of Aquarius is, of course, technology, and then some kind of major apocalyptic event, not just coronavirus. Coronavirus, of course, we have seen. It is also a worldwide event. So age of Aquarius will dawn on the day when we will see a worldwide event, not something like, okay, I heard a sonic boom or somebody saw something. It's not like that. It is a global event. So everybody will see that. That is a major thing.
All right. And I just keep thinking, isn't there like an astrological location where you would determine that it is, as opposed to waiting for an event? Is it an alignment of certain stars?
No, it is on. No, it is astrological. That is what I'm saying. Astrologically, it is 25,900 years.
Right.
Now, when do you start counting that 25,900 years?
Right.
That's also an important point, right? So if I say, like, I will tell you one more important thing. People say that Mahabharata, it happened in around 3,100 or 3,200 BC. Okay. And they say that Krishna, he died on 3,102 BC. But Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita, so Krishna is like our Jesus, okay? So just like West has Jesus, Krishna, like God. So Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita, in one of the chapters it is mentioned, he says, among the stars, I am Vega. That means he is giving the most importance to a star called Vega. And which is the most important star at any point in time? It is the Polaris, pole star.
Right.
Other stars keep moving. It is the pole star which is fixed, because ancient days people used to follow the pole star for navigation. But recently I made a presentation to you and to our viewers that there are in fact 4 pole stars, not one pole star. It is Polaris, Deneb in Cygnus constellation,
yes,
then Draco, right? And
yes,
there is one more, Vega. Yeah, this is Vega. Now, when was Vega the pole star? If I do the mathematical calculations, it is around 11,000 to 12,000 BC. So that means when Krishna said, I am Vega among the stars, I am the Lyra among the stars, that means he was not from 3,100 BC, he was from 12,000 BC. Just like Bal Gangadhar Tilak said in his magnum opus, Bal Gangadhar Tilak was a freedom fighter of India. Okay, so just like you had George Washington, so we had Gandhi and we had Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and we had a lot of people fighting for our independence. Now Bal Gangadhar Tilak was jailed by the British. Okay, he was jailed by the British in a place called Kalapani in Andaman Islands. Okay, so India is quite a huge country. So from east of India, there is an island called Andaman Island, and in Andaman Island, he was jailed for 6 years. And why it is called Kalapani is because the facilities were very bad, basically, during the 19th, it was like 1906 or something. So that was 115 years ago. So when he was there in the jail, he wrote a book called Arctic Origin of the Aryans. And he postulated that Indians actually, the ancient Indians, Aryans, they came from the North Pole. I mean, they used to live in a giant continent which was in the North Pole. When some
Yes.
kind of a deluge happened, or when actually the ice age ended, and when the earthquake happened, and that Noah event happened, okay, then the people moved out. Because in the book he mentions that there are many stories, there are many things which are there in the ancient texts like Rig Veda and all, which actually is called Edda, by the way. So in the Nordic countries like Denmark, Eden, Sweden, those countries, they call it Edda in Norse mythology. So what is called as Edda in Norse mythology is called Veda by Indians.
Okay.
So according to that book, the sun doesn't set, the sun is in a particular position, it never seems to set. So all those things are there. So that clearly shows that we were, I mean, the Indians and Celtics and Druids and all the people were actually not in these worlds, these continents, not in Russia or Europe. They were in the North Pole. And that is possible only, what you people call antediluvian, pre-diluvian or
Yes,
something, right?
antediluvian. Antediluvian.
Correct. So that is what is mentioned in one of the Bible, right? That
Yes.
there were giants before men and all that. So where are those giants? Those giants were before 10,000 BC. That means Krishna and his friends, they fought a lot of giants.
Yes.
They were not from 3,100 BC. They were
No.
from 11,000, 12,000 BC.
Absolutely.
Which clearly shows that modern scholars have got a lot of dates wrong. When
Yes.
they say that Mahabharata happened in 3,100 BC or 3,200 BC, they have actually got it wrong. Similarly, the Mayan calendar, which says like 25,900 years, that didn't end in 2012. That will end this year, 2020. So there is a gap of 8 years. And how did I find this? I found this because I was connecting the dots with Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
Why Ethiopia? Because if you remember our last conversation, I said the king of Ethiopia, his name is Cepheus, and his leg is on the pole star. I can show that again
Yeah,
today
no. We remember.
during our presentation. I can
Yes.
show that again. His name is Cepheus. And the movie recently, which came last year, is called Ad Astra. Ad Astra. And in that, Brad Pitt, he goes searching for his father, who was also an astronaut. And you know what is the ship name in that movie? Cepheus.
Oh, wow.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I can show that. I can show that. So I think Angel has arrived, so she can start her presentation.
Yeah. No.
And
And I saw the movie, and you're right. No. You're absolutely right.
Yes.
I can show that. I can when I am talking about journey of hero and other things, I can show you those things as well. Okay.
Okay.
To prove that it is this year and not 2012, because 2020 is 2012.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Okay. So yeah, so I will allow Angel to start her presentation. So after some time I will join. Okay.
Okay.
Hi everyone. Hi Charles. Hi Partha.
Hello.
Yeah, I have been facing some weird kind of tech issues. So this is the reason of my delay.
No worries.
Yes. So here am I.
Angel,
Hi.
you can
Yeah.
you can start your recording also. Okay?
Okay, but how? Wait. Okay, but
Think
please
you have to
request recording
host.
permission from the meeting host. Yeah. So you do that. You do that. I think you should do that. Yeah. By the way, friends, today we are going to discuss
No, I
about
can't
this.
record.
All right, hold on. Let me
You have to.
let me make
You
you.
please make Angel the host and she will record.
All right.
Okay.
Angel, you are the host
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Okay. I think. So, yes, it is recording now. So today, friends, we are going to discuss about one of the most important Q keys, and this is hero's journey. So I think Partha, you have talked about, or you haven't talked about this. Hello?
No, he hasn't.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Fine. So there is a key in the Q map, that is the hero's journey. It is just it is near the law of one, and it is near Gaia, and it is just above SOHO. So hero's journey, the story of the collective souls. So actually, what happens? There are phases, phases of a soul's journey. There are certain phases that everyone follows. I mean, not everyone actually, those who are awakened and those who are in the journey of ascension. So this hero's journey is similar to the journey of a soul. The soul also falls in traps, get various lessons, and finally he wins, completes the cycle and starts his journey again in another higher dimension after ascension. Because there is no ending actually. It's ongoing process. Like we fell into underworld in 1999. What is this? Partha will tell definitely. So there is fall and rise. And regarding our nakshatra or the stars in astrology, from Rohini to Jyeshtha, it is creation, creator, like Indra, Thor, and fall, example, Matrix, Thor, Dark World, and Jyeshtha to Kritika, it is rise. So this is all similar journeys, and it is happening worldwide. So this is a screenshot, call to adventure. See, at one point of time, everyone chooses to go in an adventure. Supernatural aid, then he gets supernatural, he or she gets, the soul gets supernatural aid. Then threshold, guardian, threshold, helper, challenges, mentor, he finds his mentors, temptation, again, revelation, abyss, death and rebirth, transformation, atonement, return. And then one cycle completes and he again starts his new journey. So it is very beautifully linked to our tarot cards also. This is universal archetype, the hero's journey, universal archetype. It is same all over here. So what is the connection of the tarot cards with this?
Mm-hmm.
Support of guardian angels. See, human get help by the guardian angels. So likewise in the Matrix movie also, Oracle and Trinity are Neo's guardian angels. He is a guardian angel, Michael, Archangel Michael. So this way, a guardian angel, actually there are more than one guardian angel, and to define or to see who is your guardian angel or who are your guardian angels, you have to do some calculations. Definitely, as per your birth data, you have to do some calculations, and then you can find. And there are more than one guardian angels in your life. So see how children has been guided by guardian angels, and he looks like he is helping this guardian angel is helping with some heart center activations, and he is definitely Archangel Michael, and he is the captain, Archangel Saint Michael. Everybody knows about him. So he is very popular. I think one of the most popular archangels. So I decided to take him here. So see, this is very related to tarot cards also, and there is one story I'm going to discuss that also. So who are these teachers? Support of teachers, very important, and in our Indian mythology, Indian culture, in our Vedic civilization, there is a lot of discussions of gurus. Like many times you say guru. So support of teachers, see, guru, we have one shloka. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. A student, a shishya, is taking blessings from his guru, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. The teacher is indeed the primordial omnipotent God, and my salutations to our teacher, Gurudev Dattatreya. Definitely his Gurudev is who wrote this, Dattatreya. So he is also taking his blessings. So this is these are the examples how people always show respect to their guru. So what is the meaning? Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwaraha. What is the meaning? Meaning is that know the Guru to be Brahma himself. He is Vishnu. He is also God. So in India, it is like this, that after father and mother, a person always looks towards his guru for everything. So here is Morpheus, see, eternal optimist, meaning dreamer, Vishnu Guru, and he is one of the teachers or gurus or mentors of Neo.
Yes.
And Partha will discuss about him more. So Morpheus is a teacher and guide to Neo in Matrix movie. He was a teacher and a guide to Neo in the Matrix movie. I guess everyone had, I think most of the souls had watched this movie. Those who are in the path of awakening. And yes. And similar themes are like Kung Fu Panda, Kill Bill. See, in the Kung Fu Panda movie also, there is a teacher and there is a student. In this is Kung Fu Panda. And there are many movies actually where teachers are there and the students are also there, and teachers are always helpful to the students. See, now the World Tarot card. So this is a very important tarot card, and how I connect, because I'm also a tarot master, so how I connect the stories, the same journey of the hero, the same journey of the fool, that is the journey of the soul. The hero's journey or the journey of a soul starts with the Fool card and ends or completes with the World card. And after completion of a full circle ascension, he starts another journey with the Fool card again in a higher dimension. This is the story of tarot. And just see what is the story of the Call of Adventure. See, the same cycle a soul completes.
Very interesting.
And these modalities, Charles, are very well connected, very closely connected. That's why I will show a glimpse of that story.
Okay.
This is the world card. I know many girls are interested in tarot cards, and many have mailed me for that. So they will find interesting facts. So there are 22 major arcana tarot cards, and there are 56 minor arcana tarot cards. In total, there are 78 cards. So this 22 major arcana tarot cards shows the total life cycle or the journey of the fool or a soul. This is Hierophant. This is the fool. He starts his journey. He has everything in his knapsack, but he is not interested in manifestation. He is just carelessly going forward, but he is very joyful and he's just going his adventurous. And see, just he could fail actually. He could fail, but he is not worried. So this is the fool. Mm-hmm. And one of the most important card is the Empress. She's a pregnant lady. We can compare her to our Mother Nature or Mother Gaia. Gaia, the keyboard is also there. The key is also there in the Q map. So she is Empress, and she is pregnant lady. She is like, she has abundance. She has everything. And most important cards that shows our mental and spiritual states. 3 of the most important cards are the sun, the moon, and the star. And the main, the main message or the main motto of our today's discussion is the mental and spiritual state of a soul, and the hero's journey, of course. So this is the sun card, this is the moon card, and this is the star card. Sun card comes whenever you are asking a question, and when the answer is yes, the universe answers you with a yes. And moon card is like some kind of mysteries are going to be out, and like it is not the way as you are thinking. It means someone has deceived you, and the truth will come out. And it's also like depressive card, that you might have depression. But anyway, the good card, not that bad card. And star is like when you are doing that energy alchemy. See, she has one pot and she's giving this energy for transportation, and she is taking the good nectar, and she is transforming all the good, all the things into nectar, and there are stars behind her, very beautiful. And stars are also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 stars, and she is transmuting the negativity into positivity. So very beautiful card. One who understands the energy of the universe, and one who know how to get benefited by the wave of the universe, and how to uh, adjust with that wave of the universe. This is the magician card. Unlike the fool, he also have everything in his knapsack, like a star, the cup, and a sword, a wand. Also he has everything in his hand, and an infinity symbol. This is this symbol of the infinity. Now he is manifesting. So I'm not going very deep, because there is one story I want to share, and the story is about the hero's journey. It's the sun card, definitely, and these are 22 major arcana cards. And now I am taking you all to, I don't think today's session will be that long, but it's very interesting. So there is beautiful story behind this tarot 22 major arcana cards. I hope you can, oh okay, fine. I have again showed you this. Yeah. So how major arcana, journey of the tarot, actually it's journey of the soul, journey of the hero. How major arcana meanings mirror the soul. And here hero is soul. Hero is that person who has that soul, that spark of life. So cloaked in mystery and magic, the tarot is more than a mere card game or a parlor trick. In fact, symbolism of this mysterious set of cards dives deeply into the realm of human consciousness and experience, revealing patterns of both the past, present, and probable future. See, the universe is giving the signals every time, and these divination tools are just tools to express that messages in some like language. The story and meaning of the major arcana. Many beginning tarot enthusiasts are overwhelmed by the imagery and the seemingly mysterious nature of the symbolism of the major arcana. Each of the 22 cards is packed with angelic figures, beautiful characters that can both inspire and unsettle the reader. Yet, if one approaches the tarot as a storyline with the fool as the central character, the mystery begins to reveal itself. The fool's journey, the major arcana explained. Beginning with the number 0, see the number of the fools, who is the hero and who is on his journey. The card number is 0, means it's the beginning. The first character we will meet and follow through of the major arcana is the carefree fool. He appears in many decks clothed in a white tunic, flower in hand and feet dangerously close to he is going to fall. On the surface, the fool appears unaware and dim, but in the tarot, his actions and personality take on a different light. With the fool, we have with the fool, we have the point between points, the power of the present moment. It means that be like a fool and be at present and smile and laugh and enjoy your life everyday moment, and it's good for you. He is unaware, and thus he is not afraid to face the negative side of the journey before him. It is the fool's innocence and openness that make the adventure possible. The first two characters he encounters are the magician and the high priestess. The magician represents pure dynamic masculine energy. High priestess, on the other hand, represents pure feminine energy of incubation of arcane knowledge. She sits patiently at the gates of Solomon's temple, guarding the secrets of divine power. So these are the characters that the fool is, facing, the hero is facing. And many of them are actually, most of them are teachers for the fool. Sometimes, enemies also teaches us lessons. So that how a hero gathers his experiences. Actually, I think I forgot the name, one very famous person, I think Abraham Lincoln, or please pardon me if I forgot his name. He told that, there is no failure. There are no failures. There are only experiences.
I agree.
Yeah. So after that, the fool meets the emperor, who holds the energy of the father, creating firm foundations and boundaries in the external world. Then what happens? Fool also come across the hermit after some time. Hermit is also there, and Partha has lot of hermit energy in him,
Hmm.
and it's like going to solace, and just you do sadhana, you do tapasya, tap, and all alone he's studying, he's watching, he's doing everything, but alone time. So that is the hermit. So fool, the hero, also get that point of life where he wants to be alone and one. He wants to be one with the rhythm of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
So after that period, also he comes out of the hermit mode, and he sees that there is justice. There's one card called justice, and he sees that the justice card, where decisions are measured and enacted through a fair trial, but often enough life is not so black and white. Soon the fool finds himself in the quandary of the hangman, suspended between two worlds in order to find a new perspective. This is all linked to his journey. Yeah. So it is from his discomfort that he realizes that what he once took as blind truth is in fact the beliefs and ideas of his former teachers. The death card appears then to free him from these falsehoods, and clearing away the words of the emperor, empress, hierophant, and even the child the fool once was. I mean, deprogramming happens. Deprogramming happens at the death card. It's like vanishing of everything, and it's like beginning of new. It's a new dawn. Actually, many people, they get scared while seeing the death card. It's not like that. It's like new beginning.
No, yeah, you're right. I would be scared.
Yes, I too, since now also. The fool is forever changed by his experience, and his new understanding is embodied by the angel of the temperance card. Now he is going towards temperance card. There is an angel. I would like to show up. Definitely, I will show you what is the temperance card. And the angel is very beautiful. Here we have a deeper spiritual understanding where emotion is regulated and a middle path is forged between extremes. I mean, a neutral path. I mean, the 47. I mean, the optimal timeline reality, the neutrality, the Buddha field. But with this newfound clarity, the hidden blind spots within the fool himself are revealed, taking shape as a devil. Can you get this? Again, one new trap. The devil card appears. Emerging from the darkness, the devil speaks to the unconscious urges of the psyche, which manifest as addiction and attachment. Luckily, this level of tension and manipulation is short-lived, released by the shock and awe of the tower. Because after the devil card, there is tower. When tower moment happens, everything like it's a Thor's, it's Thor's thing. So luckily, this level of tension and manipulation is short-lived. So with a lightning bolt from heaven, from Thor, the walls of the fool's inner world crumble, allowing for the growth and renewal of the star. So now star comes, the same star where I showed you. The star is one of the most magical and hopeful moments on the fool's journey or the hero's journey. Here I would like to say as hero, where healthy new ideas are planted and divine assistance flows freely from heaven. Sorry. Yet this level of transcendence still has its own shadow. So the profound and psychic moon appears after that, where he is like little depressed. Am I on the right path? Am I on the right path? This type of feelings he starts to acquire. After doing everything, he is expert. But anyway, the darkness comes, reminding the fool of all that is uncontrollable and mysterious. We cannot control anything. The moon moves the tides of the ocean and cycles of women, causing both the wild wolf and the tame dog to howl. But night does not last forever. As the fool's journey is also nearing its end, the sun rises once more, and with it comes a promise of homecoming and return. The fool finds himself at the gates of his ancestral castle, See, ancestral lineage, ancestral healing, Rahu, ready to reveal all that he has learned during his travels. The judgment card is that revelation where anything left unsaid is dealt with and the final inner work is completed. The world represents, after this card, the world comes. So the world represents the end of this journey. See, while also this is the devil card. Oh, I something happens whenever
That's
I
right.
see this card. So, but it's not. People shouldn't be afraid. There is good meanings also. So while the world card appears, while also hinting at the cycle that is yet to come, this is one of the deepest aspects of the wisdom that the tarot holds. Life is an endless circle, a chance to learn and grow through experience. As long as we inhabit bodies on the earth plane, there will be lessons to discover and conquer. Luckily, there are tools such as the tarot to help us understand ourselves, the world around us, and how best to thrive on our own archetypal journey or our own hero's journey. So beautiful website. You can people can go there. Christine April. I can give you the link. In fact, if you want, in fact, in my PowerPoint also, I have saved this link.
Okay.
So that is the story, and that is the story of everything.
And again, April has made the PowerPoint presentation available to me. I emailed out a few yesterday evening. So if anybody would like the PowerPoint presentation, which is fabulous, and Angel has put in a ton of work into this. Thank you so much. Again, if anybody wants the this information, I have it, and I will email it to you. Just email me at the breadcrumbsproject@gmail.com.
Yes. So again, I think it's hang again. But anyway, I have completed my part, and now Partha will help us to uncover more secrets. And main thing is that the cycle. The cycle is there.
Okay.
In tarot, you say, in the hero journey, you say, and we are one. That is the main point. So with this note, I'm giving my microphone to Partha.
And make him the host.
Yes. How? Okay.
Do I go to highlight his name?
Yeah.
And more?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I did it.
Yay, Partha, you are now the host.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Angel Hope.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Partha, it's all you.
Yeah, Charles. So let me start, talking about hero's journey through movies and other things. I hope you can see the screen.
Yes. Hero's journey.
Yes. So some of the points which I would reiterate or cover, which were not covered in very much depth, which talk about movies basically, and also astrology part. So that I will cover.
Okay.
So basically, hero's journey is an archetypal journey. It's a journey of the soul. It's a journey of the calling, true call, and all that. So basically, the hero, he gets the supernatural aid, he gets mentors, he gets helpers, he gets the kiss of rejuvenation, like how Neo got his kiss from Trinity at the end of Matrix movie, and he comes back to life. He atones and all that, and then of course in Matrix 2 and 3 they go into more philosophical part. Basically, the hero journey is also used in many of the movies as a script or as a plot point, because it is something which is like very very close to the truth, probably.
Okay.
So one of the theories which has been going on for quite some time is that did we time travel through a portal to this world, this abyss? Because if you see in hero's journey, the bottom part is a known world. I'm sorry, unknown world, and the top part is a known world. So from childhood, like, you would be living in the world, you would be just going about your tasks, you will be having a job, you're doing your regular stuff. But then suddenly you have to, you get this calling. Suddenly you get this calling, or you take the red pill, and then, come into this unknown world, come into the abyss.
Yes.
So I have seen, one of his subscribers commenting on my channel also, saying that probably in 1999 we all died in dream or something happened. We came into this abyss. Maybe originally the world is our world where we are living. It's not really an underworld or something. We actually time traveled into an underworld, probably to play this game of life. And that is why, a lot of things have changed. Like, we say, right, like in Hollywood also, we say the golden days. Even in Bollywood, we say golden days, Gregory Peck days, those kind of days where everything was innocent, everything was nice. And then suddenly, in 60s and 70s, you started seeing this Western type of movies, good, bad, and ugly, those kind of things. And slowly, we start seeing a lot of changes in the matrix. Suddenly, the masks are off. Suddenly, you see politicians really crooked. Suddenly, you see that there are reptilians who are holding the whole thing. And they are like controlling the world. So basically, it is, a kind of an awakening, because you started taking the red pill. So that is the journey of the hero. So hero actually first he is living an innocent life, as fool's life probably, and then suddenly from his sleep he is awakened to the new truths, and then he is thrown some challenges, and then he, of course, he gets a lot of helpers, mentors, and to face the challenge, and he's told that he's the one, he's Neo, he needs to fight and all that. And then slowly the innocence goes away, and then you actually see Morpheus. So I will just show you from internet, like what exactly is Morpheus, what is Neptune. So I will show you that. So let me stop this share. Okay, Morpheus, actually the name Morpheus is a fashioner and derived from the ancient Greek god meaning form or shape. It is associated with sleep and dreams. And similarly, even Neptune is the god of sea and dreams. Now, if you go to this movie Ad Astra, you can clearly see these people, the astronauts, they go to Neptune. And in Matrix movie, Neo gets the help of Morpheus or Neptune. And Brad Pitt, his name itself is there, Brad Pitt. So what is Pitt? Pitt is underworld. So I was saying that he goes in finding a ship called Cepheus. I was showing you in my last video, if you remember, Charles.
Yes.
He is Cepheus. He is the Ethiopian king. Cepheus is a crowned king of royal robes whose foot is planted on the pole star. So now you're seeing the connection?
Yes. Yeah, I saw it last time.
Is here. Yes. Cepheus is the crowned king of Polaris, and his foot is planted on Polaris. He is the king of Ethiopia. His daughter is Andromeda. The lockdown started in March when the sun was in Andromeda. Okay. Mm-hmm. The guy who is going to free us from this is Perseus. Okay. So I will show you. Now, this is about Brad Pitt and Ad Astra movie. Okay. Now there is a guy called Sam Worthington. I hope you have seen this guy. Sam Worthington. He acted in the movie Avatar.
Okay.
And his movie also follow the same theme. For example, he acted in a movie called Clash of the Titans, and he acted as Perseus in that movie. And if I open the horoscope of Sam Worthington, okay, you can clearly see Jupiter is in 27 degrees 37 minutes of Taurus. Okay, just note this: Jupiter is in 27 degrees 37 minutes of Taurus. Okay, and that is nothing but Perseus constellation. I'll show you. Can you see this?
I can.
27 degrees.
Yes.
Do you think it is a coincidence that this guy who acted in Avatar Clash of the Titans as Perseus himself, Sam Worthington, you can clearly see his Jupiter is in Taurus. This is the symbol of Taurus. Okay?
Absolutely.
And Perseus constellation is here. And recently what happened? Swan went to Perseus. Swan comet. Okay, that is one link. Then there is another guy, Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves acted in Matrix, right? If you see, his Jupiter is also in 25 degrees Taurus.
Wow.
Right? And what is in 25 Taurus? Perseus again. See, from 22 degrees from Capulus till Mu. So these all stars are in this constellation called Perseus. Especially these 22 to 27, 28, they are the important, the main stars. So Keanu Reeves has here, he has around 25 degrees. Then Sam Worthington, who acted in Clash of the Titans and all that, he has around 27. And yours truly has at 22, Capulus. Yours means me,
Yep.
Partha. I have a 22. What is Capulus? It is the hand which wields the sword, which cuts the head of Al Gore.
Al Gore.
Al Gore. I am who is talking that Al Gore global warming is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I am the one who is giving you the knowledge. Brad Pitt and what's his name, Sam Worthington, and then your Keanu Reeves, they are only acting. They are not giving you the message. They are acting, they are doing their thing, of course. But I am the one who is actually telling that why they do the things that they do. Okay, so can you see? I mean, how no, what a great coincidence!
Clearly. Absolutely clearly.
All the people, Keanu Reeves or Sam Worthington or Brad Pitt, all the three people who have acted in movies in which they are the hero who saved the day. You know Brad Pitt's movies, World War Z.
Mm-hmm. And we have 1 minute and 50 seconds in the meeting.
Yes, yes. So we have to restart the meeting, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
There are some sound problems also, Partha.
No, I have actually removed my earphones.
Okay.
Even then, if there's a sound problem, I can't help it because that means the laptop not catching the sound.
Yep.
So anyway, I hope you got the point. I mean, I'm showing the visuals also.
Clearly.
Worthington or Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, without a doubt.
All these people, yes, they all have important part in Perseus.
Yes.
So we'll rejoin the meeting. We'll end this meeting and we'll rejoin the meeting.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back in a second, guys. And actually, I'm still here. And I will restart the meeting. Let's see how our Schumann's doing. So the 13th has started, and we don't have that data yet. Let's go to Zoom. as I pull this up and turn my camera back on so we can be at least a little entertaining. Just a little entertaining. Entertaining. Yeah, my brain is full. Partha, an angel can fill up a brain quickly. But it's just brilliant stuff. It's observations that are difficult to deny. And you can deny all the observations, but you cannot deny what you're seeing in the skies. The sun, the moon, and just the haze that we see all the time, the different levels of clouds, all that. So we are going through a great change, without a doubt. Ah, look, we're in our meeting. I wonder if anybody else is here. Yes, Angel Hope is here.
Yes, boss. I'm silently listening to you all.
Yay. And
Yeah.
we're waiting for Partha.
Yeah, he is joining.
And yeah, there's going to be some lag in the internet, so sometimes
Yeah.
we'll have video problems and sometimes we'll have audio problems.
Yeah, and one thing more is that I want to add that see, the same knapsack is there in the. Okay, I cannot share, but anyway, you saw already that the tarot card full has one knapsack with him, and the same knapsack you can see in our PowerPoint today. And yeah, so I will show you. Yes, that is that. Yes. So this is the knapsack of the Fool,
Okay.
clearly visible. And see, this is our PowerPoint, and this is our hero actually.
Mm-hmm.
This is the knapsack or bag he has, backpack with
Yeah,
him.
traveler.
Same thing. I mean, it's not different. So that is the connection, and beautiful connection, in fact.
And Fitzsimmons wants to know, do you also do Tree of Life explanations? Tree of Life.
Obviously, I can give, but I think not today, because
No,
we
of
have to
course not.
prepare that. Yeah, we have to prepare, and it's beautiful actually. It's
All right.
a bit complicated. I think Partha and I had to do it jointly, but yeah.
Oh, if it's complicated, Fitzsimmons is
Yeah, it's
excited and joyous about that. He is
Exactly.
properly clicking his heels right now
Yes.
in the great American Northeast.
Yes. Yeah, we can do that, Charles. I think in our next episodes about Kabbalah, Tree of Life. Yeah, we can do that.
And Fitzsimmons just said, yes, he's excited. Make it complicated.
She is happy,
Yeah.
very happy.
He's very
And,
happy. If the more complicated for him, the better.
Yes. There was one website I had pasted it. I think it's been removed now. So okay, let me take you all there. All the girls, they are quite interested about that website, I know.
All right. Hi, Jen Rose. You might like this.
See, this is Gaia.com or Gaia.com, GAIA.com, definitely Gaia.com, where you can find the tarot, how major arcana soul. You can find it here.
Okay. Gaia.com.
So, yeah, Partha is there.
Gaia.com.
Gaia.com, yeah. GAIA, yeah. So Partha
I'm
is
sure-
here.
And there's a lot of resources in Gaia.com in
Yes.
reference to tarot
Yes.
and background on it.
Yeah.
And I believe, yes, Partha is in the house. If you want to make him the host. Oh, you already made him the host.
Yes. Yeah, I made it. Yeah.
See, you don't have to do power struggles with Angel like you do with me, Partha.
I'm his student, you know.
Me too, but he always
Yeah.
has to ask me for power. I'm like, all right, fine.
I mean, he is my knowledge partner, definitely, but he is my mentor also. I
He is.
learn many things from him. Yeah.
We all do. We all
Yeah.
consider him a mentor and a guru.
Yeah.
So I will
All
share
right.
my screen now.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I was talking about basically about Ad Astra. So if you see his name, Brad Pitt, so this also, the pit of the hell, pit of the underworld, from where, the snakes come, or, the basically the scorpions come. Now, recently, what happened? You know this news, right? So SpaceX first crew Dragon astronaut settle into the space station. So I hope now you're getting the connection. Yeah. So SpaceX is calling its crew or whatever his ship as Dragon.
Yes.
Then you have Saint George and Dragon. Saint George and the Dragon. Right?
Yep.
So that's one very, very important connection. Then he acted in this movie called World War Z. And it is a zombie apocalypse movie, basically. All the zombies and all. So where do you find zombies, or where do you find dead people walking, kind of dead people walking, is underworld. So that means through some kind of a time travel or time portal or something, we probably landed here, because we all undertook a pledge called Hero's Journey. So whenever my sound is not good, you please tell me, okay? I'm using a microphone now.
You're fine.
So this is the sting of the scorpion. So scorpions, snakes, all these creatures, they live under the ground. And what is coronavirus? When did coronavirus come? It came on December 28, 29, when the sun was near the underworld. When was Jesus Christ born? December 25th. As per like most of the, some people say February, but then most of the people say Jesus was born near December 25th.
Yeah, that's true.
And now let me, yeah. Now this is Brad Pitt. What is his date of birth? 18 December. I mean, can you see the coincidence?
Absolutely.
Right? So what is 18 December? 18 December again is Ophiuchus. It's also the underworld. It's also the Nadir point. Right? So basically this is this December, January. So anybody who is born in December, January, they will have many planets in the underworld. And if they are lucky, they will act as a hero or protagonist of movies in which they are called upon action. So one of the Brad Pitt movies was a very famous movie. Seven. So what does Seven talk about? It's talks about the seven sins.
Yes, that was a great movie. Scared the Jesus out of me. The ending was horrible.
Yes. It's a horrible movie, and he, Kevin Spacey, he goes about, killing people who commit the Kevin Spacey. He goes about killing the people who commit the sin, gluttony, sloth, and all that. And in the Me Too movement, recently he was also accused, I think 2 years back.
Yes, he was.
He was. So what does it show? I mean, what are the connections showing? It is showing that we are all the heroes and we are all collectively in the underworld, because nothing is disconnected. Everything is joined if you see carefully. I mean, Kevin Spacey, the actor in the movie Seven, He kills people who commit crimes such as lust, extreme lust or extreme gluttony, extreme this, extreme that. He himself is accused of lust.
Yes. Ironic.
Ironic. Okay. Then Brad Pitt, he also is like, his name is Pitt, Underworld and all that. He acts in a movie in which the ship name is Cepheus. He acts in a movie called World War Z. And he also acts in a movie, I think it is Fight Club or something, where he is the alter ego or something. Right? So alter ego. So this is one of the common themes in most of the games also.
Incredible.
So in most of the games also, if you see, this is done by Ubisoft, again a Freemason company. So you have the dark side and the light side. You have the underworld and you have the known world. So the known world, underworld, both come together. It's the same thing like in Fight Club. Right? In Fight Club, he is like the alter ego. Brad Pitt.
Yep.
Because he is Pitt. So he is the underworld. He is the alter ego. So his name. So basically, when you see his horoscope, when you see Brad Pitt's horoscope, you see Sun here in Sagittarius 25 degrees, right? And then you also see that, as I was saying, that Ophiuchus. I'll just open this. This is called Ophiuchus. I have already spoken about it earlier, but I will show the fixed stars in this. So I'll go to the fixed stars. Can you see this, Charles, 25 degrees Sagittarius? See? So the serpent holder, or the guy who is holding the dragon, right? It is around 21, 23, 25 degrees of Sagittarius. And what is Brad Pitt? Brad Pitt sun is in 25 degrees Sagittarius. That means he is the Ophiuchus. Same way like Jesus. Why Jesus? Because Jesus is also born around that time, 25th December. So what happens with these people is they have reached the Trump, what is that, what Angel was saying, the death moment. So the tower moment. They have seen that. The innocence is gone. Then they develop new things. The alter ego is developed. Then they have to crush or merge the alter ego. So what is the story of Jesus? Jesus and Jesus temptation. Serpent. So I think most Christians would know this.
Yep.
What is temptation of the Christ? In the temptation of Christ, the devil cites Psalm 91, 11, 12. For it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash foot against a stone. He cuts off those. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon. Can you see this?
Yes.
Young lion and the dragon. What is he doing? Ophiuchus taming the dragon. Who is he? The alter ego or the dragon. So that is how these things are connected, Charles.
Incredible.
So the hero's journey is the journey of the souls. So even Sam Worthington is born on 2nd August, so he is a Leo. But his planets, again, if you go to his movie itself, and you know what, this was yesterday's news, I think, or 2 days ago. Titan is drifting away from Saturn 100 times faster than we thought it seems. This was yesterday or day before yesterday's news. Saturn moves Titan. And coming back to Sam Worthington movies, you know in which movie he acted? One more movie, Titan. Can you see the connection now?
Absolutely.
He has acted in a movie called Titan, Avatar, Clash of the Titans, and yesterday this news came that Titan is drifting away from Saturn. What does it mean? It means we are entering the age of Aquarius. So when you are seeing the signs in the sky, you have to see these things very closely, very carefully. So he acted in the movie Titan. So somebody may ask, like, how, what? How? There's no sense. But I'm telling you, everything has a sense. If you care to watch closely, Titan is drifting away from Saturn. What is Saturn? Saturn is Chronos, time. And in which movies did our Sam Worthington act? Clash of the Titans. And his name is Perseus. Swan comet went into Perseus. Everything is linked. So that's what it is. I mean, I have explained the hero's journey through our current situation also. Like Andromeda is the princess, she is in chains, and the lockdown started in March, most of the countries, especially in India. And March, April is the time of Andromeda. May, June, around this time is the time of Perseus. And the war bugle has been raised. That is what we heard. We heard the sound on 20th May in the form of comet Swan going near Algol. So everything is happening. So Temptation of the Christ, now the George Headley crisis, okay, King George and King Arthur, those themes are coming back. So what is King Arthur again? King Arthur is again related to the Holy Grail. And these people are also feeding your mind. They're telling you SpaceX Dragon is escaping, Dragon is going out, and Dragon is one of the pole stars. So pole star of the Kali age or the dark age. So that is going out. SpaceX. What is X? X means exit, living waters. So that is why I will show you something about X. So this is one of the popular telecom companies in India. It launched something called as X Stream. Then Coca-Cola launched a new drink called Next, N-E-X-T. See, with a big X. Then you have iPhone X. Isn't it? You have iPhone X. You just simply shift this I here. What does it become? Phoenix. What is Phoenix? It is Dragon, it is Lyra, it is Vega, and all that. So in that way, everything. So X is that, and I was telling you that in one of my videos I clearly said that A is one constellation, B is one constellation. X is the constellation of the god of the underworld. His name is Varuna. He's also called as Poseidon. Poseidon is the god of oceans. So X means oceans, also exit from the underworld. So we are almost at the end of the journey. I hope by now people have, got the gist of what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Clearly.
Yes, Charles. So that's all I had for today.
That's all?
Yeah. I think it is too less compared to the regular presentations I've been making. I know.
That's great. Thank you so much, Partha. Thank you, Angel. A hero's journey is, it repeats throughout history, and all of us experience it. And usually a hero's journey is a lonesome one.
Yeah. So it's basically like, we are, when we come into the realm, when we come into the, what we call as awakening, so we are really innocent, but we definitely get help from different people, from different mentors. And then we are also, there is a challenge where, sometimes we want to go away. We want to run away from the challenge.
Sure.
Then somebody else comes and says, no, you are on the right path. Don't worry, don't panic. And then we keep on moving forward. So like many times, during my journey, at least, I felt like, why the hell am I here? And I wanted to quit the game, but I didn't. I kept on going. That's what they say. Even I think in Bible also it is said that if you stay strong till the end, then Jesus will come and he'll help you. He'll, till that time, you just catch the pennies which are coming from the heaven.
Yes, and there are pennies from heaven. There are always pennies from heaven.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Partha. A great lecture again, and you give us much to think about, and that's what we'll do this weekend. Maybe we can talk again Sunday evening.
Yeah, we can definitely.
That would be great. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Partha, and thank you, Angel.
Yes,
Bye.
yes, welcome. Yes, I'm here. And next episode, we will bring the tree of life into our conversations.
Thank you very, very much. I know Fitzsimmons is thrilled. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you all
nice
so
time.
much.
Love you all. Take care.
Love and light to you too very much.
Yes.
Wow. What an incredible lecture again. My brain's full. Yay. Fitzsimmons is happy. Yeah, this was amazing. And this is all tied into the Q. This is not just Partha and Angel Hope just talking whimsically. This is in-depth knowledge of history, ancient history, and that is tied in with the Q map that we are working very hard to decipher, and also to apply understanding to what we see in the skies above us. And the Q map and the information that we get from Partha and Angel Hope and our own studies give us great relief. There's the biggest thing that I can say right now is, no fear. Don't fear. Do not be scared of anything that is happening. Worry about the security of your family. Make sure that the city you live in is safe and secure, away from these blue pill nuttos and radicals, and go to work or do what you have to do each day to care for yourself. The Breadcrumb School of Light. Thank you. That's beautiful. Mark. Marke. Thank you very much. Yeah, the Q map. There's a Q map, and then there's the Q key, and we're both prominent in those. We study those deeply and greatly, and each part of these things that interconnect have so much depth and so much strength and so much significance, and we're really the only place that's doing all of the hard work and heavy lifting in this, and that's fine. That is absolutely fine. I like doing hard work. I like doing the heavy lifting, and we have, like I said, a library of information for those of the Q that come seeking. And the next presentation hopefully will be Sunday, and it will involve the Tree of Life. and mysticism of Kabbalah and mysticism of many ancient origins speak to the tree of life and the importance of it. And it's a very ancient tradition. Yeah, I'm going to end this video here in the next 5 minutes, so it can spool up into its own video, and then we'll open up the chat. The chat's already open and waiting, so I've already opened the chat up for after this lecture, and we will head over there. Hopefully, hey Dave, how are you? Cool, Fitz. It's going to be in the afternoon presentation, the 4:30 Eastern. You finally got some good weather in Ottawa, huh? A little bit of relief. Very interesting. Yeah, I think the Joshua tree is important, Joshua. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You did miss a good one. You did. It's the hero's journey, and it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful presentation. And it also the history behind it, the astrology behind the hero's journey, and its astrological importance. And then also, Angel did a great job of introducing the tarot and tarot cards and how they function and many of their major representative values and how they present. So it was really insightful, very worthwhile. All right, 2 more minutes and I'm going to close this excellent live stream and open up the other one. Any questions about the presentation? Hey, Snowball. Oh, cool, Snowball. The catch-ups are great. Hey, Mari, how are you? Maria, did you join the Facebook group? I think you did, didn't you? Hey, Kate, by the way, good. Thanks for coming in. Very cool. Yeah, I remember that story about the Joshua tree. All right, very good, Maria. Kate, shame on you. Do you have the link to the group? Let me pop that in right now. All right, so we have our Facebook group. So I'm putting a link up to that right now. All right. This is our Facebook group. This is the official Twitters, although Epic Forever is our unofficial Twitters and the more active one. This is where you can get your latest and greatest Q maps and Q map downloads and Q keys. This is Deep State Mapping Project, which is the Q, part of the Q, not part of the Q. It's a group that's enciphering the Q for us to decipher. And then finally, our Patreon account if you want to support the Breadcrumbs Project and become a monthly donor for the very low amount of $5 a month. That will make you an official fellow of the Breadcrumb, although everybody here is an unofficial fellow of the Breadcrumb. And then we have a couple of other levels for folks that want to get more involved and become part of the pre-show discussions and want to grow their own Breadcrumbs like project channel and also be another Q channel. Yeah, Schwarp, thank you for that. He's been busy for a long time. He's not new to this. All right, wrapping this one up, guys. Those are your links. Grab them there real quick. And I'm going to close this stream down and start the next one. So let's get that process going. First of all, we need a little bit of cha-cha-cha. All right. Think good thoughts, do good deeds, and say good things. Forgive yourself, love yourself, care for others, and care for yourself. This is your spiritual journey. This is not, you're not somebody else's spiritual journey. If your spirits are together and you're on a path together, that's fine. But you are curating your own soul. You can love another soul, but you cannot curate another soul. You can lead another soul to water. You can lead another soul to food. But it's up to that soul if they will nourish themselves. You can't control that. You cannot, and you should not interfere with that. You are a great and compassionate soul yourself. Help those who can be helped, who want to be helped, and love those who cannot. All right, guys, we will see you in the next stream. Thank you so much.